Hello and hello again, this is Tibblewinkles and we are back on the Cat and the Fox project. Since last video there has been no updates, so we're just gonna go ahead and start doing the fox. I really like the dynamics of the and the line weighting of these lines of the tail and yes, stuff. So your body is a bit like this, pretty much like what I've came up with. You have larger legs. I still like the idea that the fox is like going shopping. Let's get the head right. I think also this needs to be, it's a bit like last time, there should be a bit more overlap on the legs. Maybe that would work. And this needs to go down in opacity so I can focus a bit more. V is very close to C and V inside was the button for brush. Now in black ink the brush button is B. Yep. Let's rework the sketch. Let's see. Okay, then I think I got the arms and body and the like sort of correct. I know there's different ways of doing stuff in black ink, and oh, believe me that you can create really awesome brushes and the like. So black ink doesn't quite work in a conventional sense. For one, it's a art program that uses not just, but it's an art program that utilizes the graphics card, and I don't think there's a lot of programs that do that. Well, a lot of art programs that do that. That's what sets it apart. That's why it runs very smoothly on a lot of things. Didn't I tell myself that the legs meant to overlap a bit more? I'm gonna end up giving you Egyptian legs. Oh, never mind. I guess that would work. I'm not entirely sure. That's where the sort of sleeves end on these sort of dresses, and they're not comfortable at all. They kind of dig into your armpits, or so I've been told. But then again, you see like those short sleeved, well, super short sleeve shirts that dig into your armpit anyway. Or maybe those like tiny sleeve shirts are a bit more comfortable on the armpits. This is one thing I don't quite like with digital art, is that you end up doing what I'd like to call macro detailing, and it's like you just zoom in and all you're looking at is the hand, the arm, the facial hair that you're trying to dot, and it's like your entire world is looking into that tiny bit of detail, and you end up sort of isolating yourself from the rest. I zoom back out and things don't look right, and I end up scribbling like I am now. Just look at that. And I know it's completely off because that's all I've been looking at. That would do. And just to help me focus, I have once again put Macleod on the background. As a fun fact, I've listened to Macleod for 16 hours straight because I was working my ass off on one of my master's dissertation when I was still at university. I don't know why, but listening to that piece whilst watching those cats, like, wow, I'm a peripheral vision as they march across the screen playing random instruments, well, not random instruments, but that and eating pasta and noodles and stuff like that just cheered me. Can I get away with spaghetti arming it, or do I have to do it the same way? I don't think doing art using lines is intuitive to me anymore. When you block, you build stuff, you sort of build your art outwards, and with line art it's the complete opposite. I got so used to working from the inside to the out that it feels very unnatural for me to get the shape right on the first go. I guess that's why you get people who focus a lot on what you call it, painting. They focus on a really painterly style, because they always start by drafting out the silhouette. I remember I followed somebody on Tumblr that did a really awesome spy from Team Fortress 2. Actually, no, let's get this bit sorted first. Let's just fix that and the hair is done. Before I get too much into details, let's just try drafting her face. No, it needs to be a bit, the eyebrows need to be a bit more slender. Okay, I think this needs to go a bit higher. That's one thing you can do. These are, when you do a sketch or whatever, it's always okay to just move your stuff around because yeah, it saves you time. And that's the benefit with digital art. It's faster because you can edit it faster. Maybe the eye should be much bigger. Okay, how does your eye go? Oh, okay. So really rounded like that. Let's flip this and see what's going on. Okay, it looks good enough. Tail is sort of done like this. Let's just get into it. Tail. More floof. More floof. More floof. Okay, that's floof enough. Do, 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 do. I'll accept it. Yep, this sort of detailing was very, very challenging for me. I think I'm pretty sure that I'm more of a shape guy than a line guy. Things you learn about yourself by just struggling. Always struggle. Always struggle. Bite through it. This is alright. I think we should start on the colours now. I also believe that Kayla based her fox on the Arctic fox design. And then there's black hair because she's going for a more human sort of design, which is okay. That's pretty cool. Of course, color those feet and color those collar bits. Let's get that star colored. I need something to show me that everything is colored correctly. I'm going to use this as part of my thumbnail as well. I think, well, sorry that I meant you would see this as part of my thumbnail. So what I don't want is, because I use a gradient on my background, I don't want the gradient to sort of show as part of her like face or shirt or whatnot. And this is also why I prefer blocking, because you don't get any of this. Let's just get the things in sorted correctly and stuff. Have to say, the colouring a bit is so much more fun. Something better than black and white. Although, I'm not saying that black and white is bad. Because you don't get colouring, everything is down to interpretation. So you don't sort of know what colours there are. So you have to end up putting in the colours yourself, and that's where the power of the mind comes in. Things get really interesting when you start thinking about stuff. But with colours, you could just play about with the confines of what it represents, and you're like, yay, blue represents freedom or happiness. Well, people normally associate blue with intelligence, but some people associate it with clear blue skies, etc, etc. And this is why we have agreed that fox should be blue. Although my colour scheme, because fox is red, blue clashes a lot with her, so we agreed that in my design the fox should be wearing green. But that's something completely different. But yes, Well, what was I talking about? I was saying that the fox was wearing blue because she is sort of the cunning one, the really smart one, but shows herself off as naive, so she can play off as the innocent girl of the story. I'm not sure if that's what Kayla intends, but that's what I'm getting out of it from our little discussions. Just give a rough sketch of the sort of trolley 3D objects. I can draw those. Okay, I think I've made a few mistakes there. I think the eyes are not quite round enough or large. Can sort of fix that. I think I'll do that later. So I'll fix that and show that as an update for the next video. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next installment. Bye bye. Yeah, there's a lot of things to be off, but if you don't try it, you're never going to learn. If you don't learn, how are you going to improve? Yep. No, that's not the angle.